Hey y'all, welcome to my Lavender and Speckles wax drawer tour for 2024. My name is Stacy. I am currently a Scentsy consultant, so I do use mostly Scentsy Warmers. They're on for about 15 hours a day. I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. Let's jump right in. These first five pieces of my Lavender and Speckles drawer that I'm going to go through are the remains of my favorite sampler that I received from Lavender and Speckles, and those are pretty much available on her website, I think, all the time. And it's a really great opportunity to get an understanding of the wax, how it performs in your home. This first one is Bonfires by the Sea. It's a lovely scent. It's a salty ocean air blend. It's smoky with earthy cedar and pine. And these are all scent notes that I typically love. I did really enjoy this. It's not my favorite, but I had already melted some other Lavender and Speckle scents, and I thought that I probably needed to use all three, which I had another whole bag of this, and that was not the case. In my bedroom, really, I only need one of these to scent my bedroom because it's just a very it's a very room-filling scent. The salty ocean air is very, very dominant, and I don't get as much of the smoky, earthy cedar and pine. And I think if I did get those things, this would probably be a repurchase, and that's why you still see these two pieces, because I'm giving these two pieces some time to see if maybe as it cures, if it becomes something that would be a repurchase for me. But right now it's not, but it was good. I'm not sorry that I had it. This is Beach Night Cookies. This is marshmallow, vanilla, sea salt, driftwood. I love the driftwood in this, and I can pick it up. A hint of s'mores, which is their Beach Nights blend, and marshmallow clouds, which is the Bath and Body Works type, and sugar cookie royale. This is a good scent to me too. It's a nice bakery. It's not a standout, but it is lovely and a great beach night scent. I did need 3 of these for my closed concept living, and so this is one of those that I think you need, well, at least in my space, I need 3 to get the kind of scent that I want, but it's lovely and I really enjoy it. This is Pine Cones and Spice. This is a really popular blend. It surprised me. It says it's roasted pine cones blended with cinnamon buns, creamy frosting, and a touch of pumpkin spice. When I got this in my sampler, I was really excited. It was one of the first ones that I melted because I do love pine cone scents. I will say pine cone is the way back note for me. This is mostly a cinnamon bun with really, really heavy frosting. I do enjoy that, but the spice is very much in the way background, maybe behind the pine cones. So it seems like it's named for its 2 least present notes for me. I did enjoy it though. Very, very sweet, kind of more of an office melt because everybody in my house doesn't enjoy sweet, sweet, sweet scents, but this is incredibly sweet to me. And I am saving these 2 to just, again, see how it ages, to see if maybe the spice notes start to come out. But I'm not sure that I would repurchase that. I probably would not because I like other cinnamon bun scents better. This is Calm Nights, and this is a blend of Calm and Wild, which is sweet lavender and iced vanilla woods, marshmallow, vanilla, sea salt, driftwood, and a hint of s'mores, which when you see hint of s'mores, she tells you there that that's their version of Beach Nights from Bath and Body Works. So I really love this. I am saving these 2 pieces until I have it now, but until I got my order from the pre-order of this full blend. It's beautiful. The lavender is gorgeous. I do need 2 in my bedroom, so I use 2 warmers when I'm melting it, and put 2 shapes in there, and I get the throw that I really need for the space. It's beautiful. I definitely enjoy this one. If you're looking for a calm night, I think it's aptly named, and it's just a really good fragrance, so I'm excited for that one. This was also from that sampler. We have this and one more from the sampler. This is Donut Shop and Palo. And this one I had a complicated relationship with too. It's Cinnamon Sugar Donuts and Palo Santo. And I was too excited about this one, I think, because I watch Summer Michelle, I believe, on, I forget what her channel is. I'll put her channel here. One of my favorite channels to watch. She had a whole Donut Shop and Palo sampler that she made with Lavender and Speckles, and she adores this, and she's never led me astray, so I was excited to try this one. And when I first tried it, it was incredibly light, and I didn't pick up any of the Palo Santo, and the donut was incredibly light. So I did give it some time, and when I gave it some time, it developed into a beautiful, light, layered and slightly complex but simple fragrance. So this is one that I'm definitely repurchasing, but I do think it is one of those that it does need to cure if it's coming to you new. And another thing that's great is she does always let you know the pour date. This is Frosted Lemon Pound Cake, and honestly, of that entire sampler set, this was maybe my favorite. It is a wonderful lemon pound cake. Sweet lemon pound cake, rich buttercream frosting, and fresh lemon zest. Yes, yes, yes. This is one of the best frosted lemon pound cakes that I've ever had. As you can see, I only need 1.5. So this is like a warm for me. And I really enjoy it. It's a powerhouse. It's fragrant. It's authentic. I don't hear a lot of people talking about this. I think maybe Alexis hyped this one up, but I'm not sure. I don't hear too much about it, but this is a really good lemon pound cake. So if you like bakery and you like citrus bakery, that's not to be missed in my opinion. Next up, we have First Kiss. Now this is one that I have not melted yet, but I'm excited to melt. I'm giving it a little more time. It's spicy pomegranate, wild bergamot, dewberries, iris, jasmine, notes of cinnamon and nutmeg with base notes of precious woods, cedar, and Palo Santo. Those are all notes that I really, really love, and I want to give this the opportunity to cure. So I'm waiting, but just on cold sniff, it's already smelling amazing, and I went in for a big bag just because of the notes and my experience with the samplers. Next up, we have what I would say is my second favorite coffee blend from Lavender and Speckles. This is Coffee and Cynicism. It's Coffee House, which she identifies as the best coffee scent ever. I disagree, but I will I will tell you which one I think is the best ever in just a minute. This is also got strawberry pound cake, raspberry jam, which is delicious, and cupcakes at Tiffany's. This is such a delicious coffee scent, and it's also one that is kind of subdued and blended well enough with the strawberry pound cake, raspberry jam, and cupcakes at Tiffany's that even my folks in my home and office space that do not prefer coffee scents really enjoy the warmth of this one. So I think it's not to be missed, especially if you're a coffee lover. Next up is Friday Diner. Now this is sweet cranberry marmalade blended with honey cornbread and topped off with French bourbon. Trust me, this is good. So I read that and I did, and I'm glad that I did. I don't love even bourbon pine cone that came as a sampler from Lavender and Speckles. I don't love truly bourbon forward notes. But in this blend, I really, really loved it. I think, I don't know, I think it's probably the sweet cranberry marmalade going along with that cornbread. I could not get in my mind's eye what this would smell like, and I can't describe it to you well, so I'll just move on. But I will tell you, if you're in for an adventure that's going to provide a warm, welcoming space, give this one a try. It's really delicious. And if you're like me and afraid of things that say bourbon, don't be afraid of it. Next up is Secret Society of Coffee. This is Irish whiskey, sweet coffee, and a hint of vanilla. I've really enjoyed this one. It's a great coffee scent. The Irish whiskey is not like, it's there. It definitely smells like an Irish whiskey type coffee that you would get in a restaurant. But the sweet coffee and the hint of the vanilla create a really subtle and beautiful blend. So this is one that I highly enjoy. Next up, we have Cherry Diner Pie. This is black cherry merlot, spiced cinnamon cake, whipped coconut, pie crust, and a hint of maraschino cherry. This is cherry forward, and I do love cherry, so that works for me. I will say that I don't get a whole lot of spice cake from this, but I can tell that the spice is present, and I did enjoy it, so I'm very, very glad that I had this one, and it would definitely be a repurchase. So this is Edgy and Sweet, and this is one that was just, I wanted to try it because I did not know what fierce was, and then it said spicy, including black pepper, cardamom, clove with leather, woods, blended with sugar, cookie royale, vanilla bean noel, edgy and sweet. I've not melted this one yet. I have no idea what I'm going to think, but I'm excited to give it a try when I do. I'm going to let it cure a bit, and I'm also still a little afraid of it because I don't love leather, but the smell on cold is lovely, and I don't pick that leather up as a dominant note, but I'm not the best cold sniffer, so I'm still not sure what's going to happen with that one. Next up, we have Antique Shop. This is Old Books, Warm Vanilla Sugar, Pink Sugar, a hit of Fireside Marshmallow. I love Silence in the Library by Sassy Girl Aroma. That's one of my favorite, if not my very favorite, vendor kind of wax endeavor. And so anytime I see Old Books, I'm going to give it a try. And I do like the way that this smells on cold snip. I pick up a lot of that Fireside Marshmallow. I'm going to give this one some time to settle into itself before I give it a try. This is the only one that I have, and I haven't broken into it yet. Let's see. This is Marshmallow Bourbon Espresso. Now, this is a part of what was the espresso sampler, and I haven't tried any of this. Because it's espresso, bourbon, and toasted marshmallow, and bourbon and I have a complicated relationship in scents, and I am not sure how I'm going to feel about that, and I can definitely smell the bourbon on cold snip, so I'm letting this one sit for a while, but I don't know how it melts because I haven't melted it yet. If you have, I would love it if you would leave a comment below and tell me what it's like. Help me get through that wax. This is Coastal Pine Cones. Now, Summer is the one that kind of led me to this one. And like I said, she's not led me astray. I really, really love Coastal Pine Cones. This is roasted pine cones with hints of lemon, marine air, and sea greens. And this is just such a beautiful scent. The roasted pine cones are definitely there, but they're expertly blended with the sea greens and the marine air. I just get that very, very slightest hint of lemon. This is a beautiful aromatic scent. Love it. I have a couple of bags and I'm glad. I just grabbed the first one that I could see. And yeah, so highly recommend the Coastal Pine Cones. That is a delicious, delicious blend. Now, when I said that Coffee and Cynicism was my second favorite, it is because Mountain Espresso exists. This is I think it's my favorite coffee blend from any vendor wax right now. I do really love Knowles Farm Scents. I think Cali Coffee Bar they have. That's delicious. But this Mountain Espresso is a unique blend of citrus, cinnamon, blue sage, amber, tonka, cedarwood, and espresso. It's so gorgeous. I put this in and it layers beautifully with so many other scents and fragrance. I put this in my kitchen, in at least one warmer in my kitchen at least once a week. So I've really been enjoying it. And it is one that I only need like one shape or a half shape sometimes even. I also use it in my office. It's just really delicious and it lasts for days. That's just, I think, probably one of the very best that I've had from Lavender and Speckles. Oh, that's more Mountain Espresso. I have a thing for Mountain Espresso. All right. This is Strawberry Pound Cake and French Toast. I did enjoy this. This is my second little 3-pack of it. It's Strawberry Pound Cake French Toast with maple syrup and espresso. I do not love it as much as I love Coffee and Cynicism, but it has a very similar vibe to it, and I just feel like it's not quite Coffee and Cynicism, so I judge it harshly, but it is a delicious scent. I do enjoy it. I'm just not reaching for it because I have a lot of Coffee and Cynicism, and when I want a Strawberry Pound Cake Espresso blend, that's the one that I reach for. This is Espresso on the Beach, and this is delicious. I enjoyed this one as well. It's, I would say, in my top 5 of the espresso scents. It's got espresso and bum bum type, and that's just what it has. This is very espresso forward though. So for me, this is just an office melt. So it will last for a while because the espresso is that dominant note. Even though there is that bum bum in there, it doesn't appeal to people broadly in my home. This is another one that is a office melt only for me. It's cinnamon and fresh baked bread and espresso. It's warm gooey cinnamon buns blended with straight out of the oven baked bread and espresso. I get that straight out of the oven baked bread and it's delicious and I love it for some variety. I would say it's maybe in my top 5, but I don't feel like the cinnamon is as forward, and I do feel like the espresso and cinnamon maybe compete a little bit in that one. So um, for me, I would rather maybe just like, one of the things that I have done is like maybe put a mountain espresso in a warmer in my office, and then have like oh the donut shop and Palo Santo going in another warmer in my office, and that kind of gives me that combination of the warm spicy that I like a little better than that. This is espresso and Fireside Marshmallow, and it's delicious. It's both of those scents. This one, again, it's very espresso forward, so it's just an office melt. I don't think it's in my tippy top just because she has so many amazing, unique espresso blends that I kind of tend to reach more for these. But this is, I mean, it's not that it's not unique. If you love Fireside Marshmallow and you love espresso, you will love this. It's just probably going to take me a while to get to these, unless I purpose to do it. This is caramel espresso. If you like really, really sweet coffees, this is one for you. It is espresso blended with sweet vanilla, butter, a touch of cinnamon. I don't really pick that up. Maple, and a drizzle of caramel sauce. I pick up a whole lot of caramel sauce. I pick up a whole lot of sweet vanilla and butter. And the espresso is very forward. I very much enjoy this, but this is, again, because of that espresso forward note, it's more of a coffee blend, and I'm currently obsessed with Mountain Espresso and Coffee and Cynicism, and The Secret Society is probably my third favorite. So given that, I'm not getting through this as easily, I'm not reaching for it as often, just because it is very, very sweet and I have to be in the mood for it, but it is delicious and great if you're in the mood for a sweet coffee scent. This is toasted pistachio birthday bread and espresso. This is toasted pistachios, birthday cake, vanilla waffle cone, zucchini bread, and espresso. And this to me is one that I have been able to melt. The zucchini bread is prominent. I don't really get the vanilla waffle cones, but you do get the toasted pistachio birthday cake, and then a hint of espresso for me. I am able to warm this in my open concept. It's not one of my first favorites, but it's a lovely bakery scent. And most of these, there are some that perform, which I'm not sure if I've been saying as I've gone through, but some for me will perform for 2 days, giving me about 30 hours. This is one that gives me about 6 hours, and a lot of the bakery blends do that. They are about a 6 hour and then gone, or they're about a 6 to 12 hour, and then what's left is the espresso. And so while that would be fine for me, that is not fine for everybody in my house. So I tend to be changing my Lavender and Speckles bakery quite frequently. Standout one, though, that is definitely at least 15 hours is that lemon pound cake. That one lasts for quite a long time. Apple and vanilla butter fudge and espresso. This is Mac apple, creamy vanilla butter fudge, sweet cinnamon, funnel cake, and espresso. You really do pick up that Mac apple, which I think provides something wonderful, unique, and interesting. It is an espresso scent, so this is a personal warm for me, but I'm really excited. I'm just holding on to this. I would reach for this, but I'm holding on to this because I want to save it for the fall. This is Lavender Buttercream Latte. I had no clue how I was going to feel about this. It is lovely. I do pick up the lavender, the fresh lavender, which it is to me herbaceous. And then there's a vanilla buttercream, which is a bit unexpected, I would say. My nose is a little bit like, what's happening? And then the shot of espresso. So it is a good scent. I do enjoy it. I don't think it would be a repurchase for me, but I really enjoyed it. I was glad to see something sort of adventurous and of the moment, because lots of coffee shops are making lavender lattes these days. So it was really lovely to see. And that's my Lavender and Speckles collection. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so we can stay in touch. Also, tell me below, have you tried Lavender and Speckles wax? If so, what's your favorite? Talk to you soon.